everybody, this is Steve Moore, owner of Run More, Carroll County's premier running shop in Westminster, Maryland. It's June 1st, so that means my allergies are kicking my butt and the new Glycerin is out. Super excited for the new Glycerin 16. It's a lot better than the 15. The 15 was a great shoe here. I run in the Glycerin 15. I had a pair that I ran a half marathon in that I really liked. But after slipping on the new 16, this is going to be a really good shoe. Couple big differences right out of the gate. Even though the weight hasn't changed much, the women's side still is at 9.4 ounces. I think it was 9.2 ounces last year. So it's actually a smidge heavier. The guys is still 10.4 ounces. Both are still at 10 millimeter heel to toe drop. So a lot of the specs about the shoe haven't changed. It's still their big max cushion neutral shoe. It used to have that really cool pillowy cloud-like side to it. Now this year it's got these really fun little dimples on it. The big difference that you can tell right away is the appearance. It's so much better looking, and it's got the new Brooks 3D stretch feel to the top upper on it. You see it new on like the new Brooks Beast and Ariel and Ravenna. You know, they're doing this much more breathable sock-like upper material that dries better, breathes better. And even though it says it hasn't changed the weight, it just has an overall lighter and airier feel to it. I always say when you step in the Brooks Glycerin, the old ones, you know, it felt really plush on the inside. It felt almost extra padded around the heel. You can see how thick and durable it is. That can sometimes get hot when you're out there running. It sometimes didn't feel all that super breathable. This, you can tell it's breathable, and it actually, you can feel how much more responsive it used to be. They changed the main cushioning to it, to their new DNA loft material that they're using in a lot of their new shoes. The old Glycerin to me always just felt like a big heavy cushion neutral shoe. This now has a little bit of responsiveness to it. Not as much as, say, a Brooks Levitate, but definitely more than what it has been previously in Glycerin models. You can feel it has a little bit of snap to it. I've jumped on the treadmill, ran for a decent amount in it, and I was happy with how it felt. I always wore the Glycerin not for an everyday shoe because it still felt, the old one at least, felt kind of clunky and much more like a recovery shoe than an everyday shoe for me. I could see myself being an everyday runner in this shoe. I've been running in a lot of different stuff, and I do like the Brooks Levitate very much so. I can see how this would easily transition into an everyday shoe for me because it's more responsive than in years past. You can just feel that it wants to kind of push you forward a little bit more. The last one's just, to me, it just didn't do that. And I also like the way that it's much more breathable. The width has definitely changed. That's something that you can tell right out of the gate. I had to get a wide on my last pair of 11.5s in the Glycerin. This one, 11.5 standard, feels almost a pinch short. I probably, if I was going to purchase this pair for myself, I would probably go up to a 12. I would probably bump up a half a size. But the width is vastly improved. I mean, it just fits and feels better. I put it on immediately. I said, oh, this is much better than last time. So right out of the gate, I'm a big fan of this shoe. I think it's going to do a good shoe. The price hasn't changed. It's still 150 bucks. Available in a bunch of fun colors. This is the new women's color. This is the new men's color. There's a couple other ones out there. But if you're a fan of the Brooks and you're a fan of something that's a little more cushiony, but you're looking for something a little more responsive, but you don't want to make a big step to like the Levitate or anything that has some of the more charged rubbers that we're seeing out there, this new Glycerin with the DNA Loft would be a good shoe to try. Check it out at Run More or your favorite running shoe. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon with another shoe review.